Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Create Brevity. This is your host, eDirector. And for this week's episode, I want to talk about what ignoring your 3D, what ignoring the circumstances, what that really means. Okay, I want to give more details on that. But first, if you guys don't already know, I offer a blog with more tips and techniques. And I also offer one-on-one coaching on my website, www.createbrevity.com. So feel free to check that out if you have any more questions. But let's go ahead and get started. So for this week's episode, I want to talk about what ignoring the 3D really looks like, what ignoring your circumstances really, what it should feel like to you, right? What is the actual real-time act of doing that, okay? And basically, I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to kind of run you through how you would ignore the circumstance or your 3D, okay? So we'll start off with the three big things, right? Most people want to manifest wealth, health, and SP. So I'll just use the wealth example. So if you're trying to manifest maybe a promotion or maybe you're just trying to manifest a raise, okay? And it's not going well for you. At least that's how it looks. You're talking to other people, you're feeling nervous, you have that anxiety feeling, like you cannot take your mind off of the negative, okay? What I want you to do in that moment is realize you have a choice, okay? I know it's really hard, but that's why it requires courage to make this decision, okay? You have to be brave. You have to want the raise more than you want your current circumstances, right? More than you want this icky feeling. Because it's very easy, because it's a habit. Our brains are habitually wired, okay, to go with the negative, because our brains want to take us away from pain and towards pleasure. Your brain does not want to keep focusing on something that it thinks is going to make you feel painful, okay? So why would I focus on the promotion if it doesn't look like I'm going to get it? I want to go think about something else. I don't want to keep going in this direction. And your brain's going to try to take you out of it. And it's very easy because most of us, we have been since the day we were born, dragged around by our circumstances, right? Our circumstances are telling us how to feel and what to think, okay? But now that we're, becoming conscious manifestors, now that we've become more awake to this process, okay, we are retraining ourselves to focus our energy, okay, to self-soothe, okay, and to handle stress differently. So, boom, here's your circumstance. It doesn't look like you're going to get this raise. Now you're flaring up, right? Your body's tensing up. Your brain's going crazy. I need this money. I planned all these things. What should I do? Oh my God, I'm freaking out, okay? This is, like I said, where you gotta make a decision. You need to be brave. You need to take a breath and realize that you can always pick how you want to feel about something. You can always pick how you want to feel about something. So even though it looks like there's this house fire in front of you, okay, I want you to have the courage to stop, okay? I want you to remind yourself that everything is going to be okay, okay? I want you to remind yourself, okay, that you have free will. That's your superpower. That you can do whatever you want in this situation. You don't have to spiral into the circumstance. You can walk away from it. I want you to reach for a better thought in that moment, okay? No matter how hard it is, take your gaze away, okay, from whatever you think is on fire and focus it on something better. So instead of focusing on all the reasons why it doesn't look like you're going to get the promotion, for example, I want you to focus on how it would feel after you get the promotion. How sweet is it going to be when you get the promotion? When you get the raise, okay? You have all this extra income that you can use, okay? Maybe you've been thinking about fixing up your house. How nice would it be to fix up your kitchen, right? Maybe you've been thinking about getting another car, right? Maybe you just want to pad your retirement, okay? How's that going to feel, okay? For most people, the feeling, right? As Neville said, the feeling is the secret. That is usually the direct opposite of that weird, anxious, that scared, that fearful feeling that you had when you thought you couldn't have something, when you thought things were going to go wrong, okay? So for most people, it's pretty neutral. They feel relaxed, okay? If it's already theirs, they don't have to panic about it, right? So they feel happy, but not ecstatic, right? Maybe you might be ecstatic in the beginning, but then you kind of relax into it. You actually probably aren't thinking too much about it at all. And when you do think about it, you're probably just smiling, right? So that's probably what it feels like, that nice, stress-free, like I got this kind of feeling. Yeah, like I feel abundant, right? People who feel abundant, like I said, it's just no worries. It's Hakuna Matata, right? So that's what it feels like. And what would your thoughts be, right? Again, you'd probably be thinking of all the things that you could do with your raise, right? Your mind would probably go into wanting something else. Well, I got this, so what else is next for me? What else can I get to manifest, right? We're human beings. We're always going to want more things, right? You might be thinking about, oh, you know what? I feel really grateful. I feel lots of gratitude for this raise I was able to get. Maybe I'll volunteer. Maybe I'll donate some of it, right? But one thing is for sure, you wouldn't be going into a rabbit hole of negativity, right? You wouldn't be thinking of all the ways that you've been messed over in the past, right? All the ways that you have been the unfortunate recipient of bad luck, okay? You wouldn't be thinking about all the other times you failed. That would not be on your mind, okay? It would be the opposite of those thoughts, okay? Now, a lot of people try to get into this state, they try to switch their perspective of circumstances, okay, by flipping their thoughts. That's a nice starting point, but it is exhausting, and it's going to take you a really long time because we have probably 70,000 thoughts a day, okay? I would recommend releasing the emotion, okay? Really getting embodied, going into your body. I feel stress in my shoulder blades, okay, and in my collarbone. It tense up, okay? So just relaxing my collarbones, right? Kind of relaxing my shoulders, taking a deep breath, that really helps me, okay? I can remind myself that I have free will in that moment when I'm a little bit more relaxed, okay? I can remind myself I already have everything that I want, okay? I don't have to freak out. Freaking out is only for people who aren't awake, who don't have what they want. I have what I want. And since I have what I want, I can think about something else. I can think about better things. And you're going to keep doing this until it becomes easier and easier, okay? And you're going to replace that old habit of being dragged around with this awesome new habit, okay? With this new perspective on life, okay? And that's basically all ignoring your circumstances really means. That's what ignoring the 3D really means. It doesn't mean being delusional, okay? It doesn't mean walking around, okay, pretending, okay? All it means is that you know how to manage stress, okay? You know how to focus on what's better for you, right? I'll give you another example for those of you guys who are trying to manifest health. When you have to work out, right? I'll use the working out example. You have a goal. Maybe you want abs, right? Maybe you want toned arms, right? You know that you're probably gonna have to focus on your abs and your arms with your thoughts. You don't necessarily have to work out, if you create a belief that you don't have to. But for most people, they incorporate physical activity, okay, into their health manifestations on a certain level. So you're going to have to walk in towards that direction. But if you really don't like exercising, or you really don't think that you can ever have abs or toned arms, okay, every single time you think about it, in the beginning, you're going to get that negativity, that weird wave. Just don't even try to, your brain is basically trying to get you to stop trying before you begin because it's scared that you're not going to get it at the end, right? But you have to remind yourself that you're already there. In your head, you're already at the end, and you know what it feels like to be at the end, right? Again, it's the opposite of whatever you're feeling right now. It's the opposite of the negativity. It's just you. If you had abs, if you had arms, right? How would you react to circumstances? They wouldn't bother you because you just look down and you'd see your abs, or you'd flex a little bit and you'd have really nice toned arms. So, okay, on to the next thing that I want to improve. Maybe I want my legs to be nice. Okay, maybe I want nice traps. Basically what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to saturate yourself. You're really going to revel in the feeling of having it, which is that feeling of abundance, that neutral feeling, calm, okay? Just being okay in your own mind and body, okay? And then you're going to focus on the things that you want and what would happen after you get them. So like I said, if you can focus on getting your abs and your arms, where you're a human being, you're still trying to be healthy, what's the next thing that you'd want to manifest? Okay, and on to the next thing. That is thinking with a healthy perspective, okay? That's thinking with the perspective of someone who is abundant, who gets what they want, okay? It doesn't mean that you didn't initially get triggered, and it doesn't mean that you initially feel fear, okay? It's just you understanding that your fear is just telling you, okay, that this is a part of you that needs a little love, okay? That needs a little emotional TLC. So give it a little TLC, relax, okay? And then you move on to the next, and you don't worry, okay? Because your circumstances, they can change in an instant. They truly can, okay? I know you guys know what I mean by that. When you get unexpected moments of good fortune, okay, or bad luck, it's all the same. It's just manifesting. Manifesting works either way, okay? So just relax. Remember that you got this, okay? And if you find yourself getting stressed out, try to remind yourself what it feels like to have everything, okay? And it's okay, by the way, if you get triggered and you have to do this multiple times in a day. That's fine, okay? Trying to make sure that you're happy all the time and trying to make sure that you're in an unbothered state 24/7, not only is it exhausting, but it's actually a form of resistance, okay? Because now you're fighting against your emotions, okay, and your thoughts. Just let them flow through you. They're not going to affect your manifestation. They're not going to affect who you are, okay? They're not really you, okay? They're just things that you're creating so that you'll pay attention to something. And you have free will, remember? You can pay attention to whatever you want. So you can slap a Band-Aid on that and keep moving. And I actually hope that that's what you'll do, because that's what it requires. That's what it takes for you to manifest your goals, okay? Practice moving your focus onto better things. Practice stress management, okay? Because when you're anxious and scared, your energy is all over the place. It's pinging from left, right, up and down, okay? North, south, east, and west. It's going in every direction. It's going in circles because that's where your thoughts are going. That's where your feelings are going, right? Learn how to self-soothe. Take all of that energy that you've got going on, okay, and focus it where you want it to go. Everything works out for me. I'm doing this manifesting thing perfectly. I got this, right? I have everything I've ever wanted, okay? And kind of go from there. Even saying those words, right? It feels different. Yeah. Remember, it's about wanting your manifestation more than you want the fearful thoughts. And it sounds so easy to give up, right? And in the beginning, it usually is. But when the rubber band snaps back a little bit, people get scared and they get scared away. Okay? But that's the moment where you lean in, okay, and you remind yourself what your decision is. There is no other option, right? You either get your manifestation or you're not. You're either choosing to walk away from your manifestation or you're not. If you're choosing your manifestation, okay, then you're going to keep doing this until the emotions all gone, okay? And until you have replaced your old habits with better ones. All right, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Okay, I hope you got something out of it. I know I certainly did. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening, as always. Love and light.